Yeah.
That's Can You Save Me with Maya Siobhan featuring the True Funk Soldiers. That's big, man. I like this, you know what I'm saying? You are listening to the station All Day Play.fm, and this is yeah, man. But that's what's up. So, like I said, we're here with the True Funk Soldiers, so introduce yourself, gentlemen.
Yeah, my name is Chris Wagner, go by the stage name of Silky Slim.
Kenny James, a.k.a. Invisible Man, True Funk Soldier for life.
Yeah.
I like that. So what I want to make sure everybody understands is what your mission here is. You know, because as we were talking earlier, I felt y'all was real passionate about that. I could see it in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? I pick up things on things.
You want to take this, Kenny?
So
well, what the True Funk Soldiers is about is bringing live funk music back. For too long, people have been paying lots of money for tickets to go to shows and watch bands on stage perform that are not performing. They're basically playing to a track. Nobody's going to run around stage and dance and sing in perfect tune and not ever hear them go and take a breath.
Right.
So they're fooling you for your money.
Right.
What we want to bring you is live music with live singers, live performers. Back in the day when I was coming up, you would see bands perform on stage and they played their instruments, they sang. There were no tracks playing.
Right.
When people came, when they walked out of a show, you knew you had seen something good.
Right.
So that's what we want to bring back, is that live feeling of hearing a bass and a drummer, not be stuck in a format of a song. When the groove is going and the crowd is loving it, you don't stop and go do another song. You stay in that groove until the bottom falls out of it. That's what the funk is about.
See,
That's what the funk's about.
That's what it's about. And see, when you see a live stage show, and then you see the band on stage, and then you feel that energy that the band is giving off.
Yes.
And then all of that energy in the crowd is coming right back to the band. So it's manifesting itself. So with all of that energy, it's building. And then what you got right there, you don't have a concert no more. You got a party.
Right.
You know? So
Today, I'm not dissing today's performers. What you're getting today is a performance.
Right.
You're not getting entertained.
I mean, so how do you feel about Chris Brown? I mean, is that?
Oh, brother.
nah.
I mean,
I just had a long discussion with a young man who I think is about 28, 29 years old, who's into music, and he was telling me that you can't say to me that Chris Brown isn't one of the most talented people, blah, blah, blah. And what I tried to explain to him was, you can't do a somersault on stage while you're singing your #1 hit. And it sounds the exact same way that it sounds when you're singing it on the record, or you hear the CD being played. There's no way it's going to sound the same way. But yet, Chris Brown pulls that off. He's a great dancer.
Right.
You're not gonna
And that's what I always say. I was like, I mean, I'm not mad if he lip syncs, you know what I'm saying? Because he actually be up there gigging. He really trying. He be doing backflips on everything. He got
he's
a show.
Not a singer.
You know what I'm saying? He's
an
an entertainer.
Mariah Carey is not running around the stage.
True
She's
story.
not doing all these dance moves, and you hear her sing.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I'm not taking away from them. If you stand them in a room, hand them a microphone, I'm sure they are very talented people.
Right.
But the business has brainwashed all of us to think this is what's entertainment
No,
now.
I feel
And we
you.
buy it.
I agree with that because I feel the same way about hip hop. Like a lot, especially like I do a lot of showcases and everything. I see a lot of like young entertainers, young hip hoppers. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, it's the thing to do is just lip sync. Like not like fully lip sync, but like. They just don't be saying they words.
It's
They don't be
because
saying
they
their
don't know
words.
any
They
better.
got the backtrack, so they let it speak
the,
for them.
yeah, they let the track do all the work for them.
man.
What happened to Milli
About,
Vanilli? Why did their career end?
Yeah, like,
Because they were on stage fronting, and now you make millions of dollars from doing that, and it's okay, and people accept that.
and that's the problem. That's the problem. I think there's the standard has been lowered.
It has been. It has been lowered tremendously.
If you give them something that it gives them a taste of what they're used to, and then give them a taste of what they like now. There's so many elements of funk, jazz, and R&B, and hip hop. And now if you listen to bands like Black Eyed Peas, Chris Brown is another example. They're actually using techno and house music.
Right.
I'm from Chicago. I'm from the west side of Chicago, and house music is something I grew up with. And when I hear a track that's 128 BPMs, that's not R&B anymore. That's now into the house and techno genre. But if you say to these guys, hey, let's go to a club, listen to some techno, they look at you like they're crazy. Music is music. It's all in the tempo that you listen to it in. And we got to bring back that 88 BPM a minute where you just feel they groove and you want to just sweat.
Exactly. And dropping it on the one. Always
remember,
on the one.
Everything is on the one.
That's right. So yeah, and see, a lot of people, you know, I work with some young cats, and you know, I mentioned the one, and one what? No, on the one, okay? The beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Every James Brown song.
It's slam.
Every George Clinton song.
You know, and that's a simple concept right there, you know, and it doesn't take a whole lot. Funk is easy. Funk is laid back. Funk is cooler than the other side of the pillow. You know, so you don't really have to give a whole bunch of hype into it because the energy is going to feed itself.
Right.
You know.
With what we got with True Funk Soldiers is such a variety also of different people. We got.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I see 2 of you gentlemen, but I know there's a band.
There's like 10 of us, and sometimes there could be more.
Yeah.
But there's what we brought in was such a variety of different type of musicians. We got one of our guitar players, Chris Mulhauser. He played with Aphrodisia, which they toured all through Africa and played at Fela Kuti's, you know, Sanctuary. And John Omega Adams, he's a young rapper here in Oakland. That's also a drummer. He sits in with us sometimes. We try to bring the young and the old together because that's the only way it's going to work. If you take a bunch of old school cats like us and you put us out here to play, the younger people, they don't see anything to gravitate towards. So you got to have something for them.
Yeah.
So we got a couple young cats in the band that can come up to the mic and do the things that are going to go, whoa, that's what we like. And once we get them in, when you get the funk under your arms, you can't get it out. There's nothing you can do about it once it's there.
So, what I'm going to say, segueing into that was actually good work, is we're going to play this next song called Gliding Away.
Yes.
And, because when you get with the funk, man, it just glide away with it, man.
Takes you away.
Sit back and enjoy.
That's what I'm talking about. This is Limelight Radio. I'm your homie Nolte. We are here with the True Funk Soldiers. Hey, yeah.